Hey guys, and welcome back. Today's video is going to be my December favorites. So I'm doing this a little bit early this month because one, I have my yearly roundup that I like to do every single year, and that's another favorites video. And two, I feel like these are great for gift ideas. So if you guys are looking for last minute Christmas gifts, then maybe you'll be able to find a couple things out of this video. These are some of my ultimate favorite videos to watch personally, so I hope you guys like these. If you like this kind of video, please give this one a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here. And without further ado, let's get into some of my December favorites. So a lot of my favorites are actually not makeup related. I have a lot of like lifestyle and non-beauty favorites this month because if we're being honest, a lot of the time during the pandemic, I have not worn makeup at all. So we're gonna talk about those non-makeup favorites first. So the first product I want to talk about is something that's going to sound super sponsored, but it's not. I want to get that out of the way right away because a lot of people do work with this brand. Now they did send me a discount code and I'm going to give that to you guys because I stand by this product 100%. So this is the Vegamour hair serum, and I actually was sent an email from the brand right after I saw Nicole Concilio talking about this product, and I saw a before and after I think she shared of one of her friends where she had a lot of thinness in her hairline, specifically like this kind of thinning, which mine is a lot better than it was, and I'm attributing it to this. So I've been using this in my hairline. You use it on dry hair, so you just put a little bit in your fingertips, and I like to just kind of shimmy it throughout my hairline to help grow my baby hairs back. I've mentioned this a few times, it's embarrassing, but I actually cut off my baby hairs in the beginning of the pandemic, so this has been helping me to grow them back, and I think this has really helped me thicken those edges of my hair that were thinning because I think it's because I was pulling my hair super tight. I think maybe it had a little bit to do with stress, and also throwing your hair into a towel when you get right out of the shower, like when it's twisted and really tugging on the hair, that can attribute to breakage in the hairline area and thinning. So I've been kind of trying to work on everything as a whole, but this has definitely helped me. So they did send a discount code. It is Kendall 20 if you guys want to try Vegamour for yourself. The one I'm using is just the Grow hair serum, but they do have an advanced serum too. I'm going to switch to the advanced one once this one is gone. This is about 3/4 of the way gone. And I do want to say I've been using it 2 to 3 times a week. I think you're supposed to use it every day. I just don't because my hair is not always in a dry state where I can use this when I go to sleep. My hair schedule is all crazy because of my workout schedule, but when I do have clean dry hair, I put this in and I let it sit overnight. It actually does not make your hair greasy though, so you can use it before you like go to work or something. Next up, I think I briefly mentioned this decision in a live stream, but I actually decided to go off of birth control for personal reasons, for mental health reasons, no other reason. I'm actually back on it now because I'm going to be starting a new job, and for me, I have debilitating cramps. Like, I have the worst cramps. I cannot even explain to you. I'm sure that I have some type of disorder that's causing them. Honestly, they're the worst. So I wanted to try these because I got sucked into an Instagram ad. I purchased these on my own, and these are the Flow PMS gummies. And I cannot tell you 100% if these are working yet because I've only been taking them for about half of the month. You're supposed to let them go, I think, 3 months in order to see full results, but they're supposed to help your period cramps, your bloating, your PMS symptoms, everything like that. Specifically bloating, I think this is supposed to help with. And honestly, I could take all the help I can get when I'm off the pill. So I actually didn't allow myself, this is unhealthy, but I didn't allow myself to have a period last month because I was off the pill and then I got right back on it. So I'm probably gonna screw myself for the next month. But I just was back and forth. 1 month of being off of it, I saw no difference with my mental health, so I'll just throw that out there. But I have been taking these, and I will say, for one thing, they taste really good. They have chasteberry and dong quai. I don't know what those do. I know that they're supposed to help with bloating and cramps. I actually haven't taken them yet today, so I can take them for you guys and do a little taste test. But they're really big. I don't know if you guys have seen the ads, but they look like little donuts. I don't know, I really got sucked in. But I wanted to just try them and be able to tell you if they work. So if that's something you guys are interested in, I know it's more of like a lifestyle thing, but I could definitely check in after a few months of using these and tell you if I've had cramps. You're supposed to eat too. They actually taste really, really good. Like melt in your mouth good, not like a chalky, nasty gummy vitamin. So yeah, that was my dose for the day. But on the pack, it says Flow Sends PMS Symptoms Packing. Formulated from ingredients that have been traditionally used to help alleviate cramps, bloating, and mood swings. But yeah, anyways, I think I got a discount. I think I got them for like $24 maybe. They are kind of pricey if you're gonna be buying them every single month, but I will keep you guys updated. So far, so good. I wanted to mention them because they've given me hope. So during this whole thing, I've been going crazy with self-care because I need it. My mental health is at an all-time low. Everything for me is at an all-time low. I am not ashamed to admit that. So I've been riding the self-care wave. Anytime I can, I'm picking up new body care products, just anything I can. So something I've been loving is body scrubs, and I've tried a lot. I've tried the Sol de Janeiro, I've tried the Tree Hut ones, I've tried the Kopari one, and I like them all for different reasons, but let's be real, some of these high-end ones are really pricey for something that you're going to wash away. So I really like the ones that you can find in the drugstore because you don't feel as guilty when you're using them. At least I don't personally. So this is from the brand OGX, and this is their Coconut Coffee Smoothing Scrub and Wash. So it's like a body wash and a scrub in one. I don't really use this as a body wash. I use it just as a scrub. So the same ways that I would use a body scrub on like my cellulite areas, my shins, my feet, my hands, that's where I like to use them typically. That's where I will use this. And I'm a coffee lover. I am also a coconut lover. So this is a match made in heaven for me. So I've just been using this along with my regular body wash that I have to use for my dry skin. And this has been giving me more of like a luxury like experience in the shower. So I wanted to mention it. This would also make a good last minute gift. Putting together like a self-care bundle, especially during the pandemic, is a great gift. And I got mine from Walmart. Next up, I want to talk about bio oil because I'm late to the bandwagon. This is something that everybody and their mother has talked about for a very, very long time, but I just happened to see it when I was in Ulta. I bought this bottle. This is 60 milliliters. I think it was $12. But this I started using on my face because I needed a nice like hydrating oil. I like my marula oil from Drunk Elephant, but let's be real, I don't feel like spending that money right now. So I wanted an alternative for the winter months to just bathe my face in at night. And I did like it on my face. I occasionally do use it on my face, but I started using this on my boobs because I have stretch marks on my boobs, like pretty severe. I mean, they're not colorful stretch marks, but they're there. They're like the white ones. When you've fluctuated in weight back and forth and you have double D boobs like I do, you're probably going to have stretch marks. And I just decided as I was using this on my face, I was like, you know what? I know that people use this for stretch marks. I'm gonna try to use it on my boobs consistently and see if it works. And guys, these stretch marks that have been with me like since puberty are starting to fade away. I cannot show you them, or I don't feel comfortable showing you them, but I can just tell you that this is starting to diminish them. And I mean, that's all you need to know. So this is fairly new. This is the Pharmacy Honey Halo Moisturizer, and this is a thick moisturizer. Like, this is no joke. So I use moisturizers like this at night. I don't use thick moisturizers during the day. I just don't like feeling that on my face during the day, especially if I'm going to be wearing makeup. So I will put my oils or serums on first, then my eye cream, and then I will lock everything in with this. So this has been playing well with other products basically, and I really trust it over pretty much anything. And it has locked in the moisture this year. I have not, knock on wood, I have not dealt with the dry skin that I normally do deal with. I feel like I've been very preventative when it comes to my skincare, and this has been helping me a lot. I also really like that it has a magnetic little spatula on the cap. So it just sits there, and I do use it to scoop out the product. I do typically have long nails on, so that's very helpful. And it's very like luxurious, but the price is decent. So that is the one skincare product other than the bio oil that I have to mention in this video. All right, so let's get into makeup. First up, I think this combo is a little bit boring unless you're looking for the perfect brow combo. I did want to mention it just in case anybody's out there who is looking for like a great starter kit for brows. This has been my foolproof combo for this whole entire month and before the month of December. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This combination has been my ride or die for quite a while, and I do normally switch back and forth between brow products a lot, but a low maintenance routine has been something that I've been using a lot during this because I've been just kind of getting by on a daily basis. So even if I'm going on a makeup free day, which I have been a lot, I still like to shape up my brows. So this combo has been riding with me throughout the entire pandemic. It's worth mentioning, it's just a little bit boring. So next up, I have a makeup brush I want to talk about. I just want to mention that it's wet. I just washed it, and so it's a little bit stuck in this position. It needs to dry out. But this is the Sigma Multitasker, the F47. It's a fairly new brush, but I wanted to mention this because it's been my go-to for foundation and also concealer. I've been really lazy with my routine, like I've been saying, and so I like something that I can use for the whole routine, pretty much. And this brush can do that. It's basically an angled kabuki brush, but it's nice and soft. It fits in all the crevices. You could use this for pretty much anything. That's why it's called the multitasker, but I use it for cream-based products or liquid-based products, so foundation and concealer. This is a staple in my collection. I wanted to give her a little shout out. Again, it might be a little late for Christmas gifts when it comes to this, but you guys can always use discount code Kendall on Sigma products, and they are like the no-fail makeup brush brand. If you guys are gifting makeup brushes or you're new to the game, Sigma is great. They have a 2-year warranty on everything, and they are very high quality. Now it's time for me to put this primer in a favorites video because I've been using it every single day and I haven't been talking about it, but I love it. So it turns out I'm a gripping primer kind of gal. I literally don't know why I am just like in denial over the fact that I love gripping primer. I love the e.l.f. one, I love the Milk Hydro Grip one, and it's no secret that I love the Huda Beauty Water Jelly. I love the NYX one too. I love all the gripping primers. I don't know why in my mind I like don't want to love them because I feel like some people don't love them. But I have dry skin, so let that be known. I cannot tell you for sure if oily skin people are going to like these. But for me and my dry skin, I don't know how to explain it other than this helps things cling to my skin without looking clingy. So it hydrates, it creates a grip, and then the foundation sticks to the grip and you don't have dry patches. It's a miracle. So I've been using the water jelly quite often. I use it all the time on Instagram as well, and it's made its way into my favorite primers. I used it today. I use it every day. I've been using it literally every day that I wear makeup. So I have 2 foundations to mention in this video. I was only going to mention one, and then I actually decided against wearing it today, and then I thought to myself, how am I gonna hop on a favorites video and not talk about the foundation that I'm wearing that I chose over the one that I was going to mention? So let me talk about the one I was going to mention first. This definitely deserves high praise, but it's very expensive. This is the NARS Soft Matte Foundation, and this is in the shade Vienna 4.5. So this is a little light for me, which is why I didn't choose it today. But I do want to quickly say that this is probably going to be like my go-to wedding makeup if I ever get married. So if that says anything, this is legit. This is going to go on your face. It's going to smooth out everything perfectly, and then it's not going to leave you. So if you want a dependable, full coverage, great finish foundation, definitely try this one out. Even if you're like me and you prefer like a dewy look, you can make a dewy look happen with other products. You can manipulate products to have a dewy look. This, don't let it scare you because it says soft matte. That's all I'm gonna say. It's worth trying either way. So I'm all about color matching, and lately I have been dealing with literally not knowing the color of my skin. I don't know what my problem is, but I cannot match a foundation to me to save my life. It is always fluctuating in tone because of self-tanning, because I get really pasty white in the winter, and I don't know, it's just my skin type. I'm Italian. My skin changes a lot throughout the year depending on how much sun I'm getting, and I can never nail it down. But I did with this one, and I can pretty much manipulate this to match my skin any time of year, and so it's a go-to foundation. So this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, and you're probably wondering what shade it's in. It's in the shade 16N Fair Light Neutral. So this is what I'm wearing on my face today. It's very similar to the NARS Soft Matte when it comes to consistency, and I think that's where my mind went today. So Tarte Amazonian Clay really deserved the shout out. It's a better color match, but it pretty much has the same qualities as the NARS. It is like a softer satin finish. It is full coverage. I needed the full coverage for some acne on my chin today, so it's a very like foolproof go-to foundation for me, and I never talk about it really, so wanted to give the foundation in Fair Light Neutral a shout out because thank you for being one of the only foundations in my collection that matches me right now. Next up, I have some lip products, and then I do want to talk about one more non-beauty favorite that I kind of forgot about. So I have the liquid lipstick that I'm wearing today. This is fairly new to me, but I love the color, which is why I'm wearing it today. This is the Sigma liquid lipstick in the shade Cashmere. It has tiny writing on the bottom, but Cashmere is a beautiful neutral nude color. I think this came out with the Warm Neutrals collection, and Sigma has a really great liquid lipstick formula. They have upgraded it over the years, so definitely try the new one if you haven't already. I also love their square packaging. I want to update the packaging that's sitting on my desk that you guys always see in the background. I want to update my liquid lipsticks to Sigma and other ones that I'm actually wearing. There are a bunch of lime crime ones that I don't really wear. I just have them back there because the caps are cute. I also have a lip liner that I've been loving. I'm not wearing this one today, but this has been a go-to because, again, kind of like brows, I do like to line my lips when I'm going out, just because if I don't have a liner on, it's almost like you can't see my lips. My lips kind of just blend into my skin tone, so if I don't have a liner on, you can't really tell that they're there, and I want to be able to tell. So I have a very nice nude lip liner from ColourPop. This is in the shade BFF. They have really good lip pencils, and I've talked about this a few times, but they had a lippy pencil cup for Black Friday and Cyber Week. I don't know if it's still on the website. If it is, I will link it down below. It is an insane value. I think that all of the lip pencils in the cup came down to be around $2 each. So I now have like every single color from ColourPop, but I love that they're just very soft. They're very creamy. You can fill in your entire lip and it feels like a lipstick, so it's not like super uncomfortable pencil-y type liner. If you guys know what I mean, I have a few liners that I love, but they're wooden pencils, which make them a little bit more uncomfortable to apply. But this is BFF. Let me give it a little swatch just so I'm not talking about nothing here. So here, hopefully you guys can see, this is BFF. It's very similar to what I'm wearing on my lips today. And then last up for lipstick, I discovered this in my full face of ColourPop Cosmetics video. This is the ColourPop Luxe Velvet Lipstick in the shade Ingenue, I think is how you pronounce it. But all I can say is that this color is my lips but better color, which I have not found anything that quite matches my lips as well as this nude does. So if you guys have a skin tone similar to me, if you guys have a lip shade similar to me, then this is a really, really great throw it in your bag, wear it everywhere kind of color. So this is Ingenue next to BFF lip liner, a great combo by the way. Okay, so I have two more products to share with you guys. Neither one of them I have physically in front of me. One is an app and the other is a self-tanner that I went all the way through. So I go back and forth over self-tan. I definitely want to do a whole video on my favorite self-tanners because there have been a lot. But I will say, I think I let them expire in my drawer sometimes because I don't use them all the time. and so I've been having issues with some that used to be my favorite. So I have gone back to my tried and true, which is Loving Tan, and I use Loving Tan regular mousse in the shade dark because right now I'm too light to be using ultra dark. Ultra dark used to be my favorite, but it's better when I have a natural tan and I want like a little more evenness. I'll use the ultra dark, but right now I cannot skip that many stages in the color wheel. Loving Tan is just a go-to, so I feel like you can't go wrong with it as long as you're applying it correctly. Loving Tan is one of those tanners that I like to apply in circular motions all over my body. There are some that don't recommend that. Just read whatever you're buying, but Loving Tan has been my favorite, so I wanted to give them a little shout out in this video. And you guys let me know if you would like to see me review self tanner. You know I'm not going to show my whole body on camera. It's not something that I'm comfortable with right now, so you're not going to get me like applying it everywhere. But I don't think that's the important thing. I think the important thing is the feedback. So you guys let me know if you want videos on that. And then last up is going to be something very serious to me, something that I almost want to say has like saved me. And I know that's a big deal and a big thing to say, but this app that I purchased has given me like hope once again. Like it has given me something to focus on, something to center myself and to make myself feel better during these difficult times. So if you guys don't know, I love to work out. I lost my job at the gym because of COVID and it never came back. I don't know if it's ever going to come back. I also lost access to the gym. So my gym never opened back up basically. And I worked out there every single day, like hardcore. And I can't do that anymore. So I have found new methods of working out. If you follow me on my vlog channel, you've seen the journey. But I was doing high intensity for a while. I was doing running outside for a while. But in upstate New York right now where I live, unfortunately, it is going to be the heart of winter. So I cannot work out outside as much. And also I've kind of lost track with the trainers that I was watching for my high intensity workouts. So now I am actually doing something called the Pilates class, which you may have heard about. I know that there are a few influencers that are following the Pilates class. Basically, I think I paid like $130 or $140 for a year of the app, and they give you weekly workouts and plans on their social media, on their Facebook group, and it literally lays it all out for you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and you can just go along with that if you want to. They started out with an October challenge, and I actually did the entire thing, and it made me feel amazing. So I just want to thank Jackie Kingswell. She's the owner and she is the trainer behind the Pilates class for developing this, because I feel like there could be no better time than now to have the business that she has, because it's helping people. The classes are easy enough to follow. I was a beginner. I mean, I used to go to Pilates, but I still would call myself a beginner. And the classes are like 20 to 45 minutes long, depending on what you choose, and they're very easy to follow. Some are harder than others, but I can feel myself getting better at it as I do it longer. I did finally join a gym because I do need to get more cardio into my system. I do not want to let myself go too far during this, but the Pilates class has really been something that I look forward to every single week, and I highly, highly recommend it. And that right there is my #1 gift idea. If you guys have anybody who's in the same position that I am, maybe they have limited resources as to where they can work out like I did, it is just a lifesaver. Whether or not they use it every single day, it's something that they can go do and center themselves, and buy them the Pilates class and a yoga mat, and you might literally change someone's life. It's 100% worth it, and I recommend it to all of you guys. And if you guys want to join it and like we could do the weekly plans together, I'm totally down to do that. I actually am gonna do mine a little bit later today. But I would say if you guys want to work on your core strength, if you want to work on like being long and lean kind of, then the Pilates class is definitely for you, especially if you're not so much into high intensity cardio, but you can also add that into your workouts as well. There are cardio classes that you can do, but there's also meditation, there's stretching, there's Pilates, there's bar. There are a lot of different styles of workouts on the app. So that is my last favorite and definitely my most favorite item out of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed hearing about my December favorites. If you guys have any other videos that you want to see from me, then make sure you let me know in the comments. I want to do what you guys want to see. But if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me a ton, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And hopefully I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.